Bricktopian. Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. In today's video I will be having a look at a Brick Owl order for April of 2024. It is from the seller Doug's Bricks. This is one of the bigger orders I did, and it comes in 3 separate big bags, and then all the parts inside those bags are also individually packaged up. So I reckon there's like 50 or more individual bags here, which is absolutely mad. But I do appreciate the time it must have taken to do that. So to start off with, let's have a look at the bag with perhaps the least amount of parts in. This might also be the one that's the most interesting. There's quite a lot of stuff though still here. I get a 16 by 16 dark grey plate, which I'm going to use to make an expansion for the base of my mini Disney Castle set that I've made. Basically, this is great because you can put the trans blue 1x2 tiles on top and have it like there's water. Other colours are not dark enough, so dark grey plate is like the perfect colour. And is also the colour that they use in the Ninjago City micro scale set to have water on top of. Also, you get 2 other plate pieces here. You get one that is an 8x8 of dark tan, and you get an 8x16 that is in teal. There's a better look at the 8x8 one, and there's a better look at the 8x16 one. You also get this nice printed 2x2 round tile. I think this might come from a Star Wars set, but I'm not entirely sure. It might even be from the recently released Collector's Edition Millennium Falcon, but I'm not 100% on that. But I thought this would be really good for greebling of either a building or a sidewalk, and perhaps add a nice bit of decoration to anywhere I put it in general. I was then able to get this inverted shoe tile, as they call them, shoes, I don't know why I call them that, but it's actually trans orange, and it's got an eye on. I thought this was really fun. I could use this for Halloween builds or for little weird creatures. I just thought it was a great fun piece. There was 2 available, but I decided to only get 1 because I actually thought it might be fun to just have one eye on something. So I got that as well. I got another one of these printed Bionicle tiles, the curved ones. These I have already got one, not from Brick Owl, but I've got one from, I think, Pick a Brick when it was available on that. But I wanted 2 because I'm actually going to use these as the tops of shoes on a mech that I want to do. Because I feel like when you have it like that, it kind of, these little gap bits here on each side of the face kind of look like holes for laces. And I just thought it's nice like print detail for if I want to do feet on a mech in general. I also got these tiles, which are the printed tiles. These come from the police station modular set. These are great for the sign on the side of that, but I don't actually have that set. So I thought it'd be really good if I got these and could add these to a minifigure scale city layout anyway, or to a street. Perhaps just attach them to another building, one of the other modulars I have instead, as I don't have that modular, so they're really nice. And you can put them together like that. They're separate pieces, probably because it wouldn't be strong enough to have them as one single piece. But yeah, these were probably the most fancy and expensive part out of this order I did. Next up, I got this brick, which is a curved brick that's smooth on the top. And this is a 2x4 size, so this is quite useful for adding textures to buildings, or making little, I thought perhaps for micro scale vehicles, perhaps like a train or something, as like the front of it. But I don't know yet, but I just thought this is a good piece to have. I don't have any of this shape piece as far as I'm aware. I also got one of these 2x cone bricks. These are good for doing slightly bigger trees as opposed to the 1x brick size ones that I have already that I use a lot of. And apart from that, I've got a single masonry brick in sand green. They didn't have any more, so I could only get one, unfortunately. I've got this, which is a modified plate that's mostly which is red, and these I use for being able to put wheels on micro scale vehicles. You've got one of these 2x2 round bricks that have the holes in. These are great for making oil tanker and fuel tanker type lorries on micro scale. So I got an orange, a yellow one, an orangey one, like these, like this, the bright orange one, bright yellowish orange, and then I got a light grey one as well. As well as all that, I got a single 1x8 black brick. They didn't have any more, but these are great for making my micro scale roads. They had this brick, which I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to use it for, perhaps as texturing for the top of a building roof or something. But this is just one of those weird, completely round bricks that they use to represent the BB-8 figure from Star Wars, and it's printed just all black. And it's got a single stud connection point. I also got a 1x1 snot brick in reddish brown. I then managed to get an extra one of these small bars with a stopper on, because they only had one. But I'm trying to get loads of these because these are great for making micro scale trees and having them as the tree trunks. I got a neon orange bar element because this would just be fun for an aerial or some kind of antenna on top of an unusual building. Perhaps make an Ice Planet style build because they're known for using a lot of neon orange. I also got this, which is like a little long grass element. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but these are great for if I want to make some sort of long grassy field in either minifig scale or micro scale. But again, they only had one, I think. And I got another one of these, which I actually got in the other order I did, which is the Dementor Nanothick, which has like the cape on it and everything. This is really fun. I love these. So now I have 3, because I've got 2 from a different seller and 1 from this seller. So that's really fun. The next bag of parts has a lot of different colour pieces in. There's a lot of pieces that are repeated elements, but they're all pretty useful. I got some of these 4x1 dark light grey arches, because I thought these would be useful for making a micro scale train tunnel. I got a whole bag worth of those. I also got some of these, which are good for making wheel sections on train builds for micro scale. They're like the camera bricks, and you can put wheels on the edge of them. I also got these, which are 1x2 Technic bricks. In white, I actually have a plan to use 2 of these to make a micro scale ambulance, because you can put a red axle pin through it and it looks like the cross on the side of an ambulance. I've seen someone else use that building technique and I thought I might do it, but I bought 4 just so I've got some extras. I got some of these, which are the curved 1x2 plates with the holes in. These are really great for making little flower pot areas on micro scale builds, so you can stick the flower elements on top of them, and they're just good for their shaping as well. So I got a few of these. And the reddish brown is my favourite colour for this piece. I got these modified 1x2 tiles in sand blue, which are great for making little seats or benches in a micro scale layout. I like the sand blue colour, so that's sort of why I picked it, because it's a bit unusual. And yeah, these are fun. Apart from that, I got these in sand blue, which I'm going to use to make a sand blue coloured micro scale car, because these bricks that have, well, they're plates, but with the modified snot studs on, well, they're good for adding the headlights on, or rear lights on little cars. So yeah, that's why I got those. I got these, which are going to be towards a micro scale version of the Natural History Museum modular, because they use them to add the cherry blossom tree section on the top. So I got a couple of those. I also got these, which are great for making little sirens on minifigure scale cars. So like police cars and things. So I got those. I also got some of the 1x brick versions of them Technic bricks for ambulances, in case I want to do this size one instead. I got a couple of these weird inverted plates that are round, So they've got studs on this side. I've never seen this piece before, to be honest. I don't know how many sets this is in. I haven't actually even seen it in anything. So I thought I'll get a couple of those because they're really useful. I've got some of these, which are the 1x1s modified tiles, and they've got like, they're great for making micro scale roofs because they're like completely to a point on both sides, like they go up on each side. And I got those in white because I thought white's a decent colour. Plus, it's one of the colours they had available, so I managed to get those as well. I then got these, which are the modified tiles or plates with the Technic connection pin on the top. These are good for attaching little oil tanker lorries and things to their canister, because these can go through the hole, so you can position canisters and things sideways. Got those in white. I've got some of these, which are the telescope pieces in white. These are good for making micro scale street lamps that represent the big versions from the modular buildings. If you add, a transparent stud on them to make the light section. I got some 1x1 white plates to add the lines in the middle of the road on my micro scale road builds, the section where it needs to have an uneven number. So I got a few of those. I also got yet some more of the reddish brown bar elements for tree trunks. I then got some more of these grassy elements I said about, but in a spring green. I got some reddish brown 1x1 round bricks here to represent thicker tree trunks on micro scale builds. There is some more of them bricks I said about with a hole in to represent tankers and things in red, because red's quite a nice colour for those. There's even more of the reddish brown bar pieces, but the smaller length ones. I got some of these, which are wedge plates. These are great for doing the tops of corner roads so that you get that nice rounded shape. I have got some green ones, but I wanted some brown ones so I could add some like soil at the side of the road or whatever. It's just hard to get these in that many different colours anyway. So when I saw some in brown, it's just like, I'll use brown ones. I got 3 of these, which are the fern elements to make another style of tree that I've already attempted in micro scale, but they only have 3 available, so I've only got enough here to make one individual tree, which is kind of a shame. Some more of these pieces that can connect bars into them to make fences and things. They're also good for connecting trains, micro scale trains together, like at the where they connect, like they couple with each other. So I got some of those, but they're more for fences. I got some more of these gold dish elements in case I want to make more little micro scale Lego fountains to add to the one that I've already attempted to do as a mock. I got some of these, which are again the same as the sand blue ones, just in orange, so I can make another car that's an orange version. I've got some of these, which are 1x1 flower plate pieces or studs, and they're in a nice lavender colour, so I could use these for my art shop mock that I want to do, where the colour scheme of that is going to be dark orange and lavender. These are quite an unusual piece to get. I don't actually have any of these. These are the 2x1 bricks that have the single snot stud on. They're not the ones, the Technic ones, where you have to put a pin in them. They are already like this, which I thought was quite fun. They also have the open base to them. They're not like the regular ones that have just 2 spots and then a thing in the middle. They're like the tiles where they're completely got 3 connection points on the bottom, which is fun. And then I got a load more of these, which obviously, as I've said, are for making the small trees. And I got some green of the flowers, just for good for decorating landscapes again. I got a load of the regular fern ones in green though, so I can make loads more trees with all them reddish brown bar elements as the trunks. So I can make loads of these, which would be really fun for some landscaping. There's some light grey versions of them pieces I said that are like the single tiles that I've got the edge on both sides. I got some olive green plate because it's not that easy to get olive green in certain pieces, and just in general, so I managed to get some. And these are going to also be for my micro scale Natural History Museum I'm building, which is actually off Rebrickable, that build I'm doing. There's even, these are different fern elements, but these are the ones that are used for just attaching flowers. Like, these are like the wider ones that spread out more. You've got some of the other versions of these pieces that put the bar in, the ones that have the clip on the end. These are good also for fencing. A couple of 1x4 plate in green, well, that pretty much explains itself. We've got a load of these metallic silver or drum lacquered silver grill tiles, because these are really great for making train tracks in my micro scale layout I want to do, because they look, if you have them this way, they look like lines on the train track. And I'm going to put like reddish brown plate underneath, because I think that'd be kind of fun. A couple of dark tan studs just to put tree trunks into. And then there's some light grey ones that are the same piece, which I use for making wheels on trains or on cars, or just putting anything into the hole really. They're useful to have more of these pieces with the open stud. A couple of these, which are good just brackets for vehicles and things. And then you've got the dark brown version of the 1x1 cylinder bricks, which are also going to be useful for different colour tree trunks, the thicker ones. I've got some more of them little dish elements, but this time in the pearl gold rather than the more metallic gold. These will also be useful for fountains or little just decoration on things, or whatever really. Apart from that, I've got some more of these cones, but in a lighter green. I've got some of these, which are really useful for updating my Cybertank mock that I did, the little microscale tank. These are good for like putting the treads on the bottom of tanks, but I'm going to change them to this colour, which is dark grey, as opposed to the light grey that's currently on it. Some light spring green 1x2 plates. Some even more of these modified plates for making a blue car. Some of these, which are also putting flowers on, but I thought they would just be good for like longer grass in general. They're like these little tiny stick elements with like 3 connection points for flowers. And then, last of all, in that part, you've got these modified tiles again that are used to represent little benches, but this time in dark tan. So that's all of it for the second bag from this order. Well, the last bag in this order is nearly all black. In fact, everything is black. You get loads of stuff like this. And this one is 1x2 snot bricks in black. These are great for making my mini microscale roads, because I obviously attach stuff sideways to make brick built roads. So they're, yeah, just all black. There's loads in there. You've got some 1x8 black tile, which is again good for finishing the roads off. 1x8 black plate, same again. 1x6 black plate, same purpose again. You got some 1x4 snot bricks in black, same purpose again. And then you got some other unusual bits like these, which would be good for roofs. They're like the modified plate or tile that have got like the edging, like the bit that goes up in the middle. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, I've got a couple of those, good for micro scale houses and things. Some individual 1x1 black tile, same purpose as the roads. Got some of these bricks, which are again got that little bumpy shape on in black. These are really fun. So yeah, I use these for microscale roofs. Some more of these clip elements that have the bars going to them, like I said, for trains and things and fences. Some 1x2 black tile, again for roads and things. Got some of these which are pretty fun. They're like the shorter bricks that are only 2 studs high. They've got like the lines on the side. I thought that these were pretty fun. I like these pieces. They're pretty useful. So you can see the lines on them. They also have a Technic hole in them as well, for Technic axles. These are just great for adding texture to buildings and vehicles and things, so I love these. Got some black bar elements for, again, smaller tree trunks. You got some 1x3 black tile for, again, roads. You've got some of these, which are really unusual. They're like the modified plates that have a connection on the side. So you can actually connect stuff, and you can have them like different angles like that or like that, and you can These are good for making oil tankers and things, or just for adding ways to attach upside down studs on the side of buildings and things. So I got some of these in black. I also got some jumper plates or jumper tiles in black as well. These are going to be really good for a display I'm doing for my different coloured Lego frogs I have, because I want to have them centered on the studs, so I'm going to use a load of these for that. They're just good to have anyway. Jumper tiles are really useful for so many things. And then here's some more of them elements that connect the bars into them, but the one that's not the clip, the one that the clip attaches to, again in black. You've also got some open studs again in black there. And the last thing in this entire order is these, which are snot bricks that have the studs on both sides of the brick. So on that side and that side. These are good for making little vehicles that require studs on both sides, such as boats and things like that. But yeah, that's everything. I've gone through the whole lot. There's quite a lot of stuff in this order, to say the least. There's a hell of a lot of bags in this, that's for sure. Look at them all. That's just ridiculous, man. Look how many there is. It's just insane. It's absolutely insane to think how many bags are in this order and how long it must have taken them just to individually package these up. Especially with how small some of these bags are. They'd be a really tight fit to put the parts in them. But I do, like I say, appreciate that they've gone to the effort that they have to do this for me, because it must have taken them ages and ages to do this. So it's not like it would have been something they've just put together in 1 second. So it just tells me this seller, Doug's Bricks, must actually be quite a good seller to have gone to this effort, I think. I don't know what his reputation is like as a seller, but from this he must be quite a good and well-received seller. But yeah, there's just so many great elements here. There's just loads of stuff I got for making micro-scale builds, because I've really got into doing micro-scale stuff recently, so it's just such a fun thing to be able to use all these fun and nice parts here. But yeah, look how many bags there are. It's just absolutely crazy, but in a good way. But yeah, there's not really a lot else I need to say because I've covered everything. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. Feel free to like, share and subscribe for more videos. And I will see you again in the next one. Goodbye.